What's good, guys, and welcome back to Touchline Talk, man. It's my weekly show on DMVSportsZone, and this is where I usually talk about the Premier League games from the past weekend. I think I just want to jump straight into it. I don't want to dilly dally too much, because there were some good games, bro. There were some great games. Matter of fact, my favorite game of the weekend. I want to start off at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium, bro. Tottenham versus Manchester United. If you guys watch me on my own channel, bro, you guys know I love clowning United because United fans think that since they made top four last year, Ten Hag is all set in stone. This team is good and everything, bro. I'm sorry, man. I've been saying this since last year, bro. There are huge question marks in Manchester United, bro. And at this point, I don't know where to start off at, bro. Like Eric Ten Hag is the biggest question mark in my opinion. Last year, like his style of play, like where he was at Ajax, like building play up from the back, keeping possession. You can't do this with this United team, bro. Last year, like they had that counterattacking type of football that won them games that ultimately got them top four. But dude, it's not you're not gonna be able to keep that up, and especially with this team, bro. Like I don't know if it's the fitness levels. It's definitely the mentality. I've been saying it last year. They don't have the mentality. No, don't get me started on Marcus Rashford, bro. Because by the day, this man is. I'm starting to dislike him more and more by the day. Um, this the mentality is not there from the whole team. The fitness level's not there. The coach doesn't have an identity. Ten Hag, like I I don't know what to say about this man. His signings are questionable. His lineups are questionable. Why is Garnacho starting? I don't know. But I want to touch up on the signings more because Mason Mount is awful. Just want to put that out there. I'm not saying he's an awful football player in general, but he's been awful for Man United. Anthony's an awful football player in general. He is what trash. He's garbage. Um, his other wingmate Garnacho. I'm not saying he's garbage. I like Garnacho, but he's too young to be starting. And yeah, week in and week out, he's just not ready, man. He's 18. He's just not ready. So I can't blame Garnacho like that. They should start Sancho, but like Sancho is so opposite to the type of football they want to play. It's just they don't have the right players, man. And whether or not Hoyland comes in and fixes all this, we'll have to see. He's young, he's unproven, so I can't expect him to do too much. Marcus Rashford, you sir, you sir, bro, Marcus, bro. Oh my! You guys know how much of a big Marcus Rashford guy I was. He was the first player that caught my eye when I started watching football, like a couple years back. Man, Marcus Rashford, bro. What do you do, bro? That's my question to you. The lack of mentality, the lack of second effort, there's like a first effort. How about just effort in general? Like he doesn't try, bro. He's so nonchalant, and like you look at him throughout the games, bro. He doesn't offer you anything. No link up play. The runs in behind are meaty. Like I don't know what Marcus Rashford does. Besides, he's a good finisher in my opinion. I will give him that. He's a great finisher. Matter of fact, in my opinion, he's a great finisher. But like, where does he come? He doesn't impact the game, man. You can't have your best player do that. Like, I don't even think he's their best player. I think it's Bruno Fernandes. But I want to go to Bruno Fernandes. I want to go to him, the captain of the club, crying. Like I used to hate Fernandez just because of the crying, the antics, the behavior. But like more and more, like I watched him. I never hated his play. He's always been a brilliant footballer. But like just the behavior, and you just see it now. Like he got that stupid yellow card, but just arguing. He's arguing every 2 seconds. Like, and then like where is he on the pitch? That midfield is awful. Casemiro, was that his last good year from was last year's last good year of Casemiro? Like is it just the tactics? Like what's wrong with Casemiro? Lissandro, bro, his strides are not helping him. The big area, he can't cover big areas of space while defending. He can't do that. Um their fullbacks, Luke Shaw is he's okay. He's been up and down. Like there's just a whole big question mark with Tottenham. But I want to go move over to Tottenham, bro. Yves Bissouma, bro. Basuma, as I may call him. What a game. 2 weeks in a row. Man of the match performances, bro. This man Yves Basuma is incredible, bro. Like the way he just bossed that midfield, bro. Box to box, actually. I might as well say it. Man, he was amazing, bro. Pape Matassar, bro. Amazing, bro. I know people were clowning him last year, bro. Like, I'm happy they stuck with him because he was amazing. Those two in the double pivot, amazing. James Madison, he started off slow, but in that second half, he did what James Madison does. Their front three is it's questionable, but for Charleston especially. But I think they'll be able to pick it up. I feel like as the season goes, because Anchball is live in action, bro. Shout out to Tottenham fans. I know you guys are excited. You guys are very optimistic, bro. Anchball is here. It's a new era. Anchball just, bro. Like, look at their defense, bro. I know that was a crazy segue from Anchball to defense, but like, dude, their defense, man. I mean, Christian Romero is still a little overrated in my opinion, but he's still good. Um, Mickey Van de Ven. Oh my God, he like, dude, he's great, bro. Like Tottenham's defense is actually solid, man. Udogi, amazing. Vicario even stepped up big this game. He had a couple big saves. Like for now, for the first time in like I don't know how long, the question marks for Tottenham are their attack and not their defense and midfield. So it's very opposite. But I mean, their defense and the midfield look amazing so far. So I mean, I feel like they should be fine. But I mean, again, it's only match week 2, so we'll see. I want to move on to the other team in Manchester, Manchester City versus Newcastle at the Etihad. Um, it was only a 1-0 win for Manchester City, but I think at this point we know whatever game Manchester City plays, they're going to at least get one goal. They will score, no matter how good your defense is. Like Newcastle's defense is amazing. It's one of the best in the league. But City are just City, bro. Phil Foden looked absolutely amazing. He's filling the shoes of Kevin De Bruyne. I think he's finally found his identity. I know he used to play on the left wing, and used to play the number 10 role. He used to bounce back, and now I feel like the number 10 role just fits him. But it just sucks that he's always been his best quality and his best work has always been at the number 10 role. But it just sucks that when healthy, KDB is there, and there's no better midfielder in my eyes in the world than Kevin De Bruyne. Maybe there's another one that it might be up for debate, but we'll get to him. So yeah, like Phil Foden had an amazing game. Julian Alvarez looked amazing. Erling Haaland, questionable, but I feel like they'll do. He'll pick it up. He'll be fine. I'm not too worried. Jack Grealish, $100 million man. I don't €100 million man. I don't know I don't know Jack Grealish, bro. Like Jack Grealish doesn't give me good vibes. Honestly, like his only attribute that I really like is him cutting inside and putting a good ball for Haaland. But like beating his man, creating space to get open to shoot a shot, bro. I just don't. Erling Haaland's not that. Jack Grealish is not that dude. They did just sign Jeremy Doku, so we'll see how he does. But opposite of Jack Grealish, he's that guy. Jeremy Doku can get you space. He's fast. He's quick. He can create space for himself, and he's gonna play on the right. So we'll see. We'll see how he does. Rodri. Oh my gosh, dude, Rodri. As I just said, that other guy that may be better than Kevin De Bruyne in that midfield. Rodrigo. Oh my God, this man is a footballer, bro. Pure footballer, bro. Man, like I don't have enough good words to say about him, bro. Like watching Rodri play is amazing, bro. Like whether he plays as a six, whether he goes up the pitch in a more advanced role, bro, he could do it all, man. He has no flaws in his game in my eyes. So his game speaks for itself. I don't want to touch on it too much. That back line did amazing. Gabardio looked a little shaky. I think he'll be fine. What else? Kovacic again with Rodri, he looked good. I guess we can touch on Newcastle. Newcastle, man. I mean, I don't want to say they played bad. They did what they could against City. They had some chances, especially in that second half, because City were a little sloppy late in the game, and they had some chances, but they just couldn't get it in the final third. Um, but when you go up against a team like City, man, like it's tough to get anything, bro. Especially at the Etihad. I mean, the empty had, but it's still their ground. It's still their home. So it's tough for It's tough for any team to usually like get anything rolling there. So I still want to say Newcastle are gonna do their thing. Alexander Isak, I'm a big fan. He's gonna do his thing. So I'm not too worried about Newcastle. It was only a 1-0 loss. Moving on, Liverpool SC, man. Liverpool SC versus Bournemouth. We won 3-1. Started off very shaky, very very shaky. I mean, the first 25 minutes, Bournemouth absolutely cooked us. That goal, whether you blame it on Van Dijk, whether you blame it on Trent, I feel like it's a little bit of both. Van Dijk, you shouldn't play that pass, especially when you can see the whole pitch and you see like as soon as you play that pass, 2 3 people are gonna collapse on Trent. You can't play that pass. And then on Trent's side, it's a bad touch, man. His awareness was in there. Especially it was a bad touch, and it led to the goal by Semenyo through Van Dijk's legs, right? After the first 25 minutes, we picked it up, man. We were cooking. Basically, to say, like, Luis Diaz got a goal. What a goal, matter of fact. Oh, my God. Flicks it up in the air. Almost a side kick, bicycle kick, whatever you want to call it. Oh, my God, man. Lucho's him, bro. Like, he's so amazing, man. Like, I know like people might have forgotten about him, especially last year since he missed almost a whole year. And when he came back, he was still trying to recover a little bit, get his feet under him. But man, Luis Diaz is in for a big year, bro. Mo Salah did his thing. I mean, he did miss a penalty. I'm not gonna lie. Whether do would I take him off the penalty spot? I wouldn't. I would still let him take pens just because he's one of those players where he has an eye for goal, he has passion for goals, and he gets goals on the daily, and it's just what he does. I feel like those type of players, they'll have some little patches where they won't do, they'll miss some pens, but I feel like he'll be back. I feel like he'll be hitting. I remember back in the day, Ronaldo for Man United, he had the same little patch where he wasn't hitting on his pens, and then he came back, he did his thing. So I think Messi has had that as well. So I think Salah will be fine. I'm not too worried. McAllister had that red card, which got rescinded, which was a terrible decision by the referee. I mean, it was not a red card. He pulled out. Pause. He pulled out of the tackle, and it just wasn't any malicious intent. What else? Soboslai, man of the match, bro. Soboslai, boss, bro. He from end to end, from box to box, bro. He absolutely dominated that midfield, man. I'm granted it was Bournemouth, but like, bro, Soboslai, the power he has when he has the ball at his feet running, bro, the speed, man, he's a special talent. He's really young as well. I'm not gonna lie, I didn't know too much about Soboslai from Leipzig. I thought he was a little older because especially I heard he was a captain of Hungary. Bro, he's like 22, I think. Bro, he's so young and he's only gonna get better. So I'm loving that. McAllister, he was playing that sixth role. I feel bad for him because he definitely needs the defensive cover behind him. Wataru Endo came in and he looked good. His little cameo was good. We'll get to another play later in the later in the video. We're talking about cameos, but Wataru Endo's cameo, he looked good. He won the ball back a couple times. He did give the ball away once or twice. I can't be too mad at him because like some of those passes he was playing, if they did get through, it was gonna create a big chance. So you got to take those risks sometimes. You're not always gonna make that pass. So Wataru Endo, he did look good. I can't blame him. Um, he should start this next week against Newcastle because we have McAllister back because obviously the red card got rescinded. So the midfield should be McAllister, Sobosai, and Endo. So we'll see about that. The defense, Van Dijk and Kanata have been amazing these past 2 weeks. People haven't been talking about Van Dijk enough, man. Like Van Dijk is back, bro. I'm letting you guys know Van Dijk is back, bro. Okay, he had that one blunder. He had that one blunder. Don't get me wrong. He had that one blunder, but I feel he's not going to be the same Van Dijk, the prime Van Dijk we saw. He's still going to have those one mistakes here and there, but I feel like it's not going to be as bad as last season. He's going to be better than last season, so I'm happy that he's back. Robertson looked really good. I think it was his best game maybe at left center back, and I mean it was Bournemouth again. Don't want to harp on it too much, but it was Bournemouth. But he did look really good. He was winning the ball back. He was flying up the pitch like hold Robertson like as Robertson does. So he did really good. Um, I guess I guess from now, like Liverpool really have to get a six, man. We need a six, and we may even need a left center back. João Palhinha from Fulham, he'd be amazing if we can get the price down. Cheek Decore from Crystal Palace, I will talk about later. He'd be pretty solid, but I'd rather have Palhinha low key. But I guess we'll see what Klopp and company does, especially FSG. You know, they're very unpredictable. So, as I was talking about cameos, I was talking about Wataru Endo's cameo. Let's talk about Chelsea. My Chelsea fan, up the Chelsea, as they say. Chelsea had a massive, massive stinker, bro, against West Ham. West Ham go 1-0 up thanks to Aguerd's towering header, bro. I think it was Conor Gallagher. He absolutely flew over and just beautiful header. They go at 1-0. And I think Carney Chukwuemeka, hopefully I'm saying it right, he came. They really weren't creating that much, and one player that was creating much for Chelsea was Raheem Sterling. He had a brilliant day. Raheem Sterling, well, that first half at least. Raheem Sterling was absolutely cooking that first half. He's cooking Emerson. He was creating all those chances, and Carney Chukwuemeka cuts on his right, blasted top right bins, man, and it was a beautiful strike from Carney Chukwuemeka. Sadly, he went down. I think it was right before the first half ended. He went down with a knee injury. I think they said he'd be out for like a month and a half maybe. So hopefully he gets back because he was brilliant. I loved what I saw from him. And then at that point it was 1-1. Mikel Antonio strikes second half, bro. What a strike, bro. Let me just touch on Mikel Antonio, bro, because I was giving him a lot of hate last year because rightfully so. He was awful last year, but so was West Ham. Mikel Antonio absolutely destroyed Chelsea's back line, bro. Axel, Disaster, Disassi, whatever you want to call him, bro. Thiago Silva, I'm sorry, you did not have a good game. He was absolutely cooking you too. I'm sorry. Who else was in that back line? Um, I, who was that? Who? Oh my god, I forgot who it was. Axel Disassi, Thiago Silva. You guys got fried, especially Disassi, bro. That goal, I don't know. It was just poor tackling, bro. Poor defending. Like, bro, close the space on him. He just let him strike it. I think it went through his legs, and it was a beautiful finish by Mikel Antonio, bro. He had a great day, and obviously the third goal was a penalty by Lucas Paqueta, given up by the man I will talk to finish this game off. But yeah, West Ham looked really good. Aguerd almost cost him the game for that silly challenge for that red card. Silly challenge. He shouldn't be doing that. He wasn't in any threat of scoring there, and I don't know why he slid in and did what he did. But I think I just want to skip to this man right here. I don't want to be a hater, but man, Moises Caicedo, you came on for 30 minutes, and my God, you should have never came on, bro. Because dude, first of all, gave me Scott McTominay vibes. I'm gonna say that straight off the bat. Hiding from the ball. He did not want to receive the ball. And he did not want to receive the ball. Gave the ball away. You know, he got spun, I think, once, or maybe twice. And then obviously it led to the final thing he did, the penalty that he gave up. Silly challenge on, I forgot who it was, but it was a silly challenge, and Lucas Paqueta scores, bro. Lucas Paqueta had a brilliant game, by the way. He's a great player. I've always liked him. But Moises Caicedo, bro, I'm looking at you, bro. I know it's only one game. It's only one cameo. You're not a bad player. I know you're a good player. I was bummed that you didn't come to Liverpool. I was bummed for that reason because I think you're a good player. But I feel bad for him because Chelsea broke the bank for this dude, bro. English Premier record transfer fee. What was it 130 mil, 120, whatever it was, bro, for Moises Caicedo, and for him to put a stinker like that, bro. Probably one of the worst cameos I've ever seen in Premier League history, and I haven't been watching Prem for that long, bro. So Moises Caicedo, I think he'll be fine. I know Romeo Lavia, for whatever reason, wasn't even on the bench for this game at least. So I think he'll be playing next week against whoever they play. I think they play. I think they play against Luton actually. Yeah, they play Luton Friday. I'm pretty sure. So I think Chelsea should have a bounce back game. Reece James, bro. I want to bring this agenda up right now, bro. Do not compare this man to Trent Alexander-Arnold ever again, bro. Reece James is a better defender. I will give you that. But man, the best ability is availability, bro. And this man is never available, bro. He's always injured, man. I don't want to put it on him, but it's just how it is, bro. He's always injured. Like, how do you make him captain when he's so introverted? He doesn't speak. He doesn't speak. He's very quiet. I don't know how you made him captain. But I get it, like academy boy, star player, whatever their star player, their academy boy. He came up from the academy, and you wanna give him the captaincy. I get it. That's cool, but man, he doesn't talk, bro. I don't see how he should be captain. It's crazy how I'm glazing him right now. He didn't even play. Um, we touched on that. I mean, West Ham has some great signings. James Ward-Prowse had a brilliant day. I think 2 assists. He played amazing. Mikel Antonio, like I said, Ben Rama had a really solid game. He had some chances getting in behind. So yeah, I mean, altogether, West Ham looked really good. But I think it was more of Chelsea looking really, really bad, if I had to say so myself. But I guess we'll see next week. Chelsea versus Luton. They shouldn't win that game realistically. And then moving on to the final game of the day, Arsenal FC versus Crystal Palace. It was at it was it was a pretty stinky game. I can't lie. The first half really didn't give us too much, except for Nketiah's 2 chances on goal. Which the second one was he should have bagged the second one. The first one he was falling away a little bit. It hit the post, I think, far post, and it was a good shot. But the second one, I don't know what he was doing, bro. Like, dude, you gotta take those chances, man. Like, if you start bagging goals right now, Gabriel Jesus, in my opinion, should be on the bench because even when Jesus is in, he's a better link-up man. I'll give you that. But man, Gabby Jesus does not. Big chances missed, bro. BCM, big chances missed. That's him, bro. He can't score. And Nketiah is the person that Arsenal fans look to. Like, he's a bagsman. Well, he's not a bagsman, but he could score more than Nketiah, and than Jesus. But bro, you can't. You gotta tuck those chances away, man. But besides those 2 chances, I guess like on the counter, Jordan Ayew looked really good. Decore, like I said, he was really good in the midfield. Um, Edwards, not Edwards, Edouard, he did not look really good. He looked sluggish. He looked slow. And Crystal Palace definitely need another striker. I can't lie. It's weird from going from Zaha, Elise, and Eze to what do they have? Mateta, Ayu, and Edward. Ooh, that's stinky, bro. But yeah, so they had some couple chances in the first half. The second half, um, obviously the penalty that was given up by. How did the penalty occur? Oh, the goalie, they fell asleep on the set piece, and Ketty gets through, and the goalie Johnston just absolutely. He absolutely misread it, bro. He got there late, and he clipped Nketiah, and obviously, surprisingly, actually, Bukayo Saka didn't take the pen, and Odegaard took it. And I heard it wasn't Arteta's decision. It was amongst the players, so that's something to keep an eye on. Amongst the players, they chose Odegaard to take it. So, um, I feel bad for John Stone just a little bit because he probably did all of his homework on Bukayo, thinking that Bukayo was going to take it, but Odegaard took it, and it was a great pen. So they go 1-0, and then after that, like I guess the biggest thing definitely was Tomiyasu's red card. I mean, I forgot who it was, but he absolutely sold it. Like Tomiyasu was a harsh red card, man. Especially the first yellow in the first half. Like, dude, no, it was a yellow in the second half. Maybe I don't remember, but Kai Havertz held the ball for like 5 seconds, and then Tomiyasu gets it, and he's trying to inbound it, and he has it for 8 seconds. He gets flagged for a yellow, so I don't like it, man. Like that was a bad yellow, and that red was absolutely a flop. So I feel bad for Tomiyasu. He shouldn't have got that. So I think rescinding it is. I don't think it's a possibility because I feel like they won't rescind it. But I mean, it's tough for him. I feel bad. And then after that game, absolutely changed. I think after that, Crystal Palace had like 80% possession. They absolutely dominated the game as they should. They're down to 10 men, but Arsenal were very resilient. Gabriel Magalhaes came in. Finally got me some FPL points. Shout out to anybody who has Gabriel, bro. last week was a big stinker for me. I mean, he didn't play obviously, so he came in. He got, I guess, he got like 2 points or something, a point or two. They held on with 10 men at the back. Jorginho came in. He very much controlled the game like he does. He slowed down the pace, and yeah, that as a penalty shot. What a move by Eze though. Cuts in right, cuts in left, so quick, man. And um, was it a penalty? Maybe. I feel like it was more of Eze running into Thomas Partey's leg. If I remember correctly, I think Partey got there first and Eze just ran into it. Maybe. Um, so I don't know. I don't want to say it was a penalty. It maybe could have given. I feel like if it was given a penalty, I wouldn't be mad. If it and it wasn't. It wasn't given a penalty, and I can't be mad at that either. It could have gone either way. And yeah, after that penalty shout, Arsenal stayed really resilient, and they got away with the win. Declan Rice really looked amazing. He was really, really good. Like he should. I mean, we know what Declan Rice is as a player. Kai Havertz looked a little bit better, but still not to where I see him making a big impact for Arsenal. Gabriel Martinelli and Bukayo Saka were cooking on the wings, but Bukayo, man, he needs a right one. He needs a right back that can overlap because every game he's asked to take on 2 to 3 men and pause at a time, and it's just not going to work for them. So they definitely need another right back. I feel like maybe Jurriën Timber when he comes back, but I know. Well, I mean, he's not going to come back. Actually, he's gone for the rest of the season. So Ben White needs to step up. Maybe they make another signing. I don't know. But Arsenal, they leave Crystal Palace with 1-0 win. I think that wraps it up, man. There was a bunch of great games, and I had a great time talking, man. I know I'll be back next week, bro. Let me know if you guys need. Let me know if you guys want to see anything else, like maybe the stinker of the week, play of the game, or something. Match of the weekend, match of the week, whatever it is, bro. Maybe I'll add some stuff. Like, just let me know. I'm always reading the comments. I know there's not many, but yeah, man. Until next time, peace.